Good morning, everyone.
Hello.
How is everybody this happy Sunday? What's the date? Is it the 13th? Yeah, the 13th.
Yeah.
How is everybody doing? I am surrounded by snow outside, so it's really pretty and cold. Hello. Hi, Spiritual Seeker. Thank you. So I'd be shocked if you don't know Kim from Intuit View. Oh, Kim from Intuit View.
Hello.
But please check her channel out and subscribe, and also check out her classes too. We have a lot in our community who are growing and growing their awareness and learning and figuring out, oh, I can hear, like that. So, and reading cards too as well.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of readers in this community. So
Yeah,
I
there's
think they'd really benefit from your classes, because even if you're reading cards, hi James, the intuition part, if you can grow that part of you and have a deeper understanding, I feel like it really brings it all together. So please check your classes out, guys. Hi,
and it really is, people are doing it all the time. They just don't realize that's what it is. That's what it is. It's your guide's talking to you, or your higher, whatever you would say, higher self, but it's there all the time.
Exactly. And so to learn to recognize that voice is there. That's right. Everyone, if you have questions this morning, please send that to Lucienne. Send your questions to Lucienne, and she is holding the list for us today. I think the learning that voice is so important. Way back in the day, over 20 years ago, I used to do classes in my home like that, and back then, I don't remember if you remember, like Verizon is like, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? So we use that a lot, so it was fun. And so so it's like anywhere you are. Yeah. Can you hear me now? It kind of helped them trigger the listening. So yeah, pretty fun.
Yeah, exactly. And I always tell people it's always going to be very you. If you love music, you might hear songs. It's going to be very you. It's not going to be like how anyone else gets information. It's going to be very personal. And once you clue into it, though, it's there. You can hear it.
And super unique to each other. In these classes that we had back when we could have people in your home and together, right? It seems so long ago. This was over 20 years ago when I did this, but
a long time ago,
where we tap into somebody. So we put one person, not in the middle, but not in the middle. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we'd all sit and tap in, and people would share, and it was so beautifully unique. Like you said, some people would, I got the song, and I feel the message through the song is blah, blah. And then someone would say, I saw blah, blah, and, or I heard, or they draw a picture, or, it came in so differently, but all the messages were the same. So they could see that they were all hearing. And so it was just a beautiful thing. And
oh, that's great.
I love the uniqueness of how people heard the voice, the inner voice tapping in. Yeah.
Exactly. Yep. That's all it is. Just knowing how you're getting the messages, because we're all getting them all the time.
Yep. And so I know everybody's talking about about they're pulling in their questions, but I just kind of wanted to see how everybody's doing. I know that we have a Facebook page that you all are invited to. In fact, I'll posted on the banner. It's called Way Showers, and everybody's invited. It's just a community of support, spiritual support, and we support one another too, like during this time where we're kind of all, where is it? There it is. We're kind of all stuck in not having our normal community. So it's called Way Showers. Please check that out. But I know that I've been hearing a lot of things on Way Shores from the community about different things they're experiencing right now. The dreams are just crazy, and so I know that's going on, and headaches and all these different things are happening right now.
Yeah.
T-Barb said she's doing great.
Good. Good, T-Barb. Spread it around, will you?
Yes, spread that around. Thank you, Vibrationalist, Realist. Yeah, so please check that out for that extra support in between when we can all be together. This is so great. So people are doing great. That's good. So I'm going to go ahead and just pull. All right. So we're going to just kind of check in for an overall message from Spirit for all of us this morning. Oh, yeah. Beth Galactica. Yeah. Dreams totally nuts. Seriously. My dreams have been absolutely insane.
Are you a psychic dreamer, Debbie?
I am.
You are? Okay. So every once in a while, I'll get a psychic dream. I have a lot of visitation dreams. Yes. So I have a lot of conversations, a lot of visitation. But the last few days, I've had a lot of like stress dreams where I'm like packing over and over again, or things like that, where it's and then all of a sudden I'll realize there's a pandemic going on. I don't have my mask and things like that. Just a lot of stress dreams. So
yeah, a lot of like. And I feel like that sounds very familiar to what I've been reading on the little Facebook group. A lot of stress dreams, and and I feel like it's almost like you have to, like in your dream, you have to pack because there's like something coming, like you have to prepare for it. You have to prepare, so kind of preparing for this energy shift that's coming.
Right.
Yeah, Queens Avenue Tarot. Her dreams have been crazy too.
Looking crazy.
Yeah, looking crazy. Sure. Seriously. And so, that packing, interesting. I have 2 cards coming in. When I was just tapping in for the message, I just really feel like, know that that you're protected. It's almost like they're showing me getting on a roller coaster. It's one of those really crazy roller coasters where you just are going to go, you're going to do some loop-de-loops, but don't worry, you have the strap-ins are going to work. It's almost kind of like they're showing me that. Right. And kind of take this opportunity for growth and learning and higher perspective type of thing. We know we all are searching. We all want to grow. We all want to live in that enlightened space. And so take this opportunity to really press into that alignment. And the cards I have coming in are the mature. Here, I'll do one at a time since we're having this screen. The guardian angel of maturity, and you see he's lighting the way there, calling something forth and lighting the way. As I take responsibility, I also develop my strength. So kind of stepping in again to your alignment and your knowledge, your wisdom, and react from that space. And we also have Michael, of course, love that, bringing in that balance and truth and protection. I stand for justice and truth. I live from my integrity. So bringing in that strength and integrity together, we can do this, guys. We can do this. Michelle says, I had a dream of rolling green hills. Oh, a huge iguana started chasing me. I'm telling you. It's like we can sense something shifting and moving. And if we're not fully understanding of it, we create these dreams, you know what I mean? We can create our own poltergeist if we don't stay in our alignment, right?
Yeah. That first card, that the one about responsibility, what was that one called?
He is let me find him. He's a guardian angel of maturity.
You know, it's funny because this past week, I kept getting the reminder that we're all growing spiritually at different levels. Not everybody's at the same level, and we have to allow people. As I watched the rallies and stuff yesterday on TV, we have to allow people to mature at their own rate,
Right.
to understand things at their own rate. They're going to go through things in their life. A lot of those people are going to be going through huge growth spurts in the next, couple of years. They're going to learn a lot about life and themselves, and we have to allow them to kind of move at their own pace, even though it's hard for, but that's just, that's where they are, and you got to let them go through their own stuff and learn at their own pace.
Yep.
Mature at their own pace.
Exactly. And
mature spiritually,
it's almost like, we're all connected. We've all been there. You know what I mean? We're all having a human experience together, and it is different. And sometimes it gets really frustrating when, someone's not on your same page, but we, like Kim, that's so perfect that you said it that way, is kind of respect their process as well. And because we have some knowledge, we have some enlightenment, so to speak. Mm-hmm. And so that gives us the bigger responsibility to kind of take the higher road sometimes and really offer that respect. We don't want to bring more chaotic energy into it, right? So, right. I love that.
Exactly. And it has nothing to do with looking down on someone. It's like preschool and college. The college kids don't look down on preschoolers. It's just where they are right now, and they'll move on.
That is a perfect analogy. I love that. So yeah, college students don't look down at preschoolers and go, "What the?" No, they understand. What I know. They understand where they're at, and they allow them their process and their journey to learn and grow.
Right. Exactly.
So yeah, good analogy.
And they will. They will. We're all evolving. They will. They will learn. They will.
Exactly. That's good. We are all evolving. Okay. All right. I think we're ready to move on to the list. Does anybody have a question for Kim while we're waiting for the list to start?
Nothing hard.
No hard questions. More like maybe her process. If you want to understand more about her process, please go ahead and ask those questions. Last week we had a really good time.
Oh my gosh.
We had a really good time opening up, and people were asking questions about how we got here, or our process of how we hear and like that. So it was kind of fun to break it up like that too.
Right.
I don't look down on them, but I've had to be a real bitch to make them stay away.
Well, that's it. I mean, sometimes you have to protect your own energy or whatever, your own sanity.
Truth.
Gotta do you first, and you can do them.
Yep. And I guess it's the same with a toddler. Sometimes you just got to give them a little bit of a timeout, or you need to get a timeout from them, right? Okay, here we go. Did I miss? Oh, Book Bewitched wants to know how you got started. How did you get started? Yep.
In just being kind of you mean getting in touch with my abilities.
Yeah.
I had a huge, which a lot of people do. I had a big breakthrough when my dad passed away. That was back in 2000. I think a lot that happens a lot to people when they're very close to someone who passes away. It's almost as if I think of them as like they leave a door open as they leave because you're connected. So I had a lot of experiences when he passed away. He's actually the only spirit I've actually seen with my eyes. Usually you don't, I mean, at least my experience is not seeing things with my eyes. You kind of see it in your mind's eye. That was the first spirit I saw with my eyes. And so, and really one of the only ones. I can't think of any other time that's happened. So that was a huge breakthrough. And when you have an experience like that, there's an amount of trust and faith that you have immediately because it is physical. You're seeing it with your eyes. You can't deny it. There's something about it that you just can't deny. And so there's a real a trust and a faith that's almost immediate. And that really is one of the missing ingredients I think a lot of people have with abilities is that you just need to trust it. Just trust it. It's okay. Don't waver. Don't talk yourself out of what just happened. So learning that trust and that faith was a big jumping point for me. And then I had another kind of huge breakthrough at a silent retreat. Silence is always a big thing for me. It just it's how I can go inside. And so that was another big breakthrough. So, and they happen for all of us at different times. I think it's just when we're open and we have experiences, and it's just like that's syncing up of like, we're open at the time of the experience. And then it kind of, at least for me, that's kind of how it was. And then as I got it, I just worked at it. And then, how I got to be on the channel, that's still a mystery to me. I just I feel like I fell into it. So I don't even know really, but I think being in touch with that inner voice telling you what to do and not questioning it, just doing it, getting the message. Trump's going to go and people need to know it's going to be okay, and get out there, get out there and tell people, because they need to know. I didn't know how bad it was going to get. I really didn't, but I knew that message very clearly, and I knew I needed to let people know. So
yeah. Beautiful. Thank you. Yeah. I feel like that's how a lot of us got. It's like, I love that. Okay, here we go. Here's our, thank you for sharing that, Kim.
Sure.
That'd be helpful for, hi, BC Mom. Okay, so we have a question here from Susan. Any messages from my in-laws for my husband? I immediately am feeling possibly like your mother-in-law coming in here. Let's see. And so, Susan, make sure you're on the little chat. So if we have a question or something that you can connect in, because it'll help us with the energy of connecting, keeping it stronger. But she's coming in, she's at the counter, she's chopping away and talking, and just very pleasant, opinionated, but pleasant, not afraid to speak her opinions and so forth, but very pleasant. And she's chopping and obviously creating some kind of meal for everyone. So very much family oriented. But she wasn't one to hold her opinion when she felt it needed to be here. So Susan, does this sound like your mother-in-law? Okay. That is her cooking.
Her
Yep.
cooking.
Okay. All right. So I do have a connect, and you can hop in anytime, Kim.
Okay. The only thing I would add is that I feel like, and I know holidays are like a thing for everybody, but I feel like his mom, it was a very special time, and she to me she seems very detail oriented. Like she was very liked things the way she liked them, and she had things the way she had them, and there was I feel like for her husband growing up, that was a real comfort, that mom was kind of the very consistent, very had things the way she had them. And
the routine was very important to her. Yeah.
Yeah. And dad, I feel like I don't know if it's actually mom or dad, but one of them feels a little bit like they weren't as demonstrative, like huggy and that kind of thing. But I feel like there's a real like an acknowledgement of like I wasn't like this, but I wish I was, and that they're just kind of not sad sorry, but just kind of like I wish I had been more demonstrative. I wish I'd been more like huggy and lovey and that kind of thing. So maybe it's dad, because I feel like
no, I actually think
she's front and center, but yeah.
I think both of them actually were, she may have been a little more touchy, but and knowing that it was appropriate in this situation, you give a hug, like that. But neither one of them were real touchy-lovey like that, I don't think. But yeah, I see the dad sitting kind of in the back as well. And I feel, yes, that would be one thing they would change with bringing in that human touch, because that's part of the human experience, is getting to be a part of that energy of hugging and loving like that, and how much it's really needed. And so they're definitely hugging now. Susan, they're hugging your husband now.
Yeah.
But they also want him to know how much he is loved, and that he was always loved, but they showed it in such a different way. Cooking, for instance.
Yeah.
Right. So. Yeah, I feel like the message coming in that for your husband is that he is whole, complete, and loved. And I know that that's my saying, but that's what they're trying to say to me, is that don't allow that lack of that type of energy exchange when he was little. Don't allow that to tell you any false stories, because you were absolutely loved. You're perfect. And complete. So they're bringing that in with that.
And Susan, what I don't, and again, I think it's mom, but one of them is saying that they visited either you or the husband in a dream. They're very like adamant, like that was real. That was real. So just letting you know that, okay?
Awesome. I was looking for her response, but I don't see it coming up. But. They both got the dreams. Yeah.
Okay, because they're very adamant. Like I feel like it's mom, but she's very adamant. Like that was real. That was real. So
that's them visiting for sure.
Okay.
Those are so special too.
Yes. Oh, I just got like full chills. So yeah, that's
Yeah. Yeah. She's saying we both had dreams. Yeah. Yeah, I feel, Susan, that there's a lot of guidance still coming through from the other side for both of you, actually. And your mother-in-law is saying that I don't know if you felt this when she was here, but she adores you, and you have her full backing, or whatever that would be. She is fully behind you and appreciative for what you've done for her son. And you may not have felt that fully when she was here, but she certainly is sending it through now.
I also feel like, Susan, just so you know, that they're wanting to say, and it's so weird. I don't know if you're getting this too, Debbie, is that I feel like mom is taking the lead or kind of doing all the talking, but dad is there.
Oh yeah.
So I feel, so I'm just like, but yeah, they're
very much so.
They want you to know, I feel like this is a joint message though. Like they want you to know they haven't missed anything and they're not going to miss anything. So I don't know if it's like, I wish mom was here, I wish dad was here. It's like they're not missing anything. So don't think they are. Okay.
Oh, that's a big loss at one time, Susan. She said they died 2 months apart.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Well, I feel like blessings to you, Susan, and to for your in-laws to come through. Blessings to them.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It was really good. Really, they did a good job.
Yeah. You're welcome, Susan. So vibrationalist realist who just posted this, she just opened a new YouTube, brand new.
Oh, nice.
But it's not under vibrationalist, and I always forget the name. So make sure to post your link in the chat there, vibrationalist.
Vibrational realist.
Realist. Yes.
She's a realist.
Realist. So yeah. So, but her actual her YouTube channel name is different, and I always forget what it is. But I did follow. I have been on there.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. If she tells me what it is, I'll go and look at it.
Okay. Leila Bell. Good morning, M. Flood. Okay, so Leila Bell, any advice for my social life? Leila Bell, social life.
So there's something about like opening up your circle. So I don't know if that means to open it up to just more people or to different kinds of people. Like, you know what I mean? So there's something about that. And there's also something about taking some, getting out of your comfort zone a little bit. So there's something about that. There's something either widening the type of people in your circle or widening your circle, something about that. And to not be afraid too. I feel like there's a comfort level there that it's kind of like this is what I have, but I want more, but I'm so used to having this. This is what I have. So there's something about that, something about getting kind of out of your comfort zone, kind of being. I want to see like reaching up. It's like take a leap of faith or take a leap of take some leaps.
Yeah.
Something different.
Yeah. Leaps. That reminds me of this card coming up. Leaping. Yeah. And I'm seeing this. It was almost like, yes, she's saying, I would love to meet new people, but there's no chance. They're just unique ways to connecting right now. It'll be a little bit different. You can still actually get on that app, meet up, and find some like-minded people. And what I was being shown here is, it's almost like it's unique to you. And I don't know if you're seeking spiritual connections, like-minded, more spiritual, unique spiritual experiences. But that's kind of what I was being shown here. And Kim's spot on with that, taking that leap of faith kind of towards it.
Mm-hmm.
Because
yeah, I'm curious why is she saying there's no chance? I'm just wondering why.
Well, I mean, because right now it's kind of hard with
just
the corona.
The pandemic.
I would assume, but Leila, tell us if it's beyond the lockdown.
Right. I mean, I know it's very hard to meet people right now, but but there's so many avenues nowadays. I mean, there's just so many ways to kind of reach out and meet new people. I mean, even doing something like this, you're with all of these people, and you're all you're having a level of support here. It wouldn't have been possible 20 years ago, but now we can. So there's a lot of ways to reach out.
Yeah. I moved and everything is closed.
Okay.
In school, but you're right. Yeah. And with that move too, it's like all of a sudden you're in this new place and whatnot.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
But I really feel, to step into your own empowerment there, like you've got it all. And I feel like you have a lot to offer, because you have strengths. It's almost like when you see this card coming in with the Chariot, and you can see her, and she has these two opposite energies that she pulls together to move towards. So I feel like you pretty much can fit in anywhere. And but I see that it's hard for you to see the road ahead of you right now, because it just looks so dim. But don't worry, be creative about how you're going to step into this. Look at different avenues, but jump in, like Kim was saying. And I understand here that this is in the challenge. It says like you're being challenged as far as really taking any action, obviously, and that's being challenged. But hang in there, be creative, and you're going to have that victory, that social victory there. I see it coming for you. And like Sharon Lee says, she found wonderful connections just through this community. And now they are connected outside this community and created this family. It's beautiful. I love it. So it's just really coming in and being unique, right?
Yeah. And it's so funny, as you lifted that card, I got the message that people are waiting for her. There are people waiting for her. So don't try to maybe think of it that way, that there are people out there waiting for you to be their friend, or for you to connect with them, so that you kind of can put it outside of yourself and think of the other people that would benefit from your friendship, rather than you benefiting from other people. They will benefit from you. So reach out. Don't worry about the distances or where people are in the country or out of the country. Don't worry about that. Just connect, make those connections.
Yes. Yep.
They're waiting for you. I keep hearing that. They're waiting for you.
Take that step. Yeah.
Got
beautiful. I know, more chills. We're gonna have a chill day.
I know. That's always my confirmation of like, that's right. You got
you're on part. Yeah. I call them the chilies.
Yeah, the chilies.
Thank you, Catherine. Blessings to you.
Thank you,
so let's see. So we are sending you out with Light and Love by Leila. Jima is having trouble with her keyboard or something, but we're glad you're here and listening. Oh, Sharon, blessings to you. Thank you.
Oh.
Okay. Teresa, any move to a new house in 2021? I immediately saw the keys dropping into your hand.
I'm seeing fall. It's actually a way, I feel like it's a ways out. I'm feeling it's like September, October. It feels like it's right before the holidays.
Next year.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 2021.
Yeah, I do see, but keep the hope up. It's kind of like almost there's a timing thing, and I feel like it's gonna. I know that it feels like a long wait, but it's going to be beneficial for you in the end. I feel it's a financial thing, but it's gonna be better financially for you this wait. So just hang on and know that the wait is going to bring everything you want, and they're going to accept the offer. It's going to be better than you think. But yeah, I do see a little bit of a wait here because probably a lot of different issues coming in there, but things just aren't, it's not the right timing there. So we need to wait till the economy and the globe kind of settles down for a minute for you really to be able to move into what you want, because so for finances, but I do see that coming in real good balance. As soon as everything's balanced out, it's going to go good. So.
And just to clarify, I feel like the actual move takes place in like September or like around fall, but I feel like that you find the place around like midsummer, end of summer. I just feel like it takes a little while for whatever reason. And maybe it's just, the house things where you have to fix stuff or, whatever. It seems like it takes a few months, but I feel like you find it around like summer, like June, something like that.
And what I'm hearing too, it's almost like there's going to be a shift, and people are going to be like kind of open to actually selling the house and making some moves, because we've all been kind of like holding on. And I feel like the exact thing that you're looking for and desiring it's surrounding that energy of like, oh, we can open up and that house is going to come available, right? I feel like in that, this summer, but not like June, but maybe more like the end of July, August. Is that what you said? Is that what you saw?
Yeah, I said June or July. I usually get things, but I usually get things in seasons. So it could be any time in summer. I feel like they find it in summer, but they move in fall. That's what I'm feeling.
So maybe that was the July thing.
I'm guessing when I come to say the months, because I always get just seasons.
Yeah, timing is hard. Timing is not our best friend, but yeah.
Well, and especially now, I feel like everything is just so in suspension. It just feels so strange to do readings sometimes, because it just feels like, okay, just wait, just wait.
Yeah, there's that time.
All just waiting.
It's all right. Anything else around that? But I feel like what Spirit really wants me to tell you, Teresa, is that it's a divine thing. So try not to let that get you down. Step into the alignment with the divine in that. It'll make the road there easier and not so frustrating. So blessings to you. All right. Debbie, does my cousin Rick have any messages for me?
Cousin Ricky.
Ricky. Sorry, Ricky. Ricky. Okay, so just, Debbie, I know that you're pretty good at being in the chat here. So let us, Susan, thank you so much. Blessings.
Thank you, Susan.
So let us know that you're here.
So there's something tragic about this. I feel like there's something. It just feels like this passing was really devastating for some reason.
Yeah, and a lot of people affected by it.
There's something about this that's...
He presented as a very fun-loving type of person, kind of low, like that, fun-loving, unsuspecting kind of feel to it.
Yeah.
And fun-loving, but I do feel a lot of people were affected by his passing, like you said.
Was it untimely, Debbie? What is going on? Because I'm sorry, not you, Debbie.
Yeah,
Debbie
no,
on the chat.
Oh no.
What is this? It's like I feel like I want to cry. It feels so like just sad. I'm not that all death is
Hi, Amy.
sad, but there's something about this
it's like this.
Feels tragic to me. So what is this, Debbie?
He was killed in a car accident. He was a musician.
Okay.
That's where it
feels
comes in.
very. It feels just very.
And a lot of people affected.
A lot of people devastated by this. Yeah.
It's very good looking. At least he's presenting himself like that, I see him still doing music. She's saying it was so devastating for many of us.
Yeah.
And he's still making music. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys hear music in your sleep. You know what I mean? Like he's still doing music. He was good looking, yeah. So Debbie, I see, he was a musician, probably, obviously that you have to be up in front of people doing that, but I feel also that he was kind of a introvert a little bit. It wasn't like he was a big talker or, out, blah, 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 like had to be in the front all the time. He was more of I see more of almost like this wise old owl, like listener, old soul type of person. And yeah, more of an introvert. Yeah, so yeah, he definitely is still doing that music. He keeps showing me, and it's almost like a different vibration, bringing healing. It's like sending that energy out into the universe. Even on the other side, he's sending this musical energy out still, making waves of healing and healing and enlightenment or light. He's showing me a light, a lantern. He was such an old soul. Yeah.
Debbie, I'm also getting that he. I feel like you talk to him, but he's like, I hear you. Because I feel like he's like, he can hear you. He can hear you talking to him. He knows you're talking to him, just so you know. The other thing I want to tell you, though, is there is a woman that he's saying, I don't know if this is mom or somebody like mom, but he's saying somebody was absolutely devastated by this. And it's like, I'm okay. I'm okay. He just wants to get a what? There's somebody that is a woman that to me it feels like mom, but I don't know if she would be still alive. But it's there's an older woman, older than him. Let me just put it that way, that feels like mom, but was devastated by this. So I just want to he wants to let her know he's okay. He's it's like, don't worry about me. I'm okay. I'm okay. Don't worry about me. There's somebody really, like I said, I just feel like this heavy heart as somebody but there's somebody he's trying to get this message to. So whoever this is, just get it. Because I just feel like, get this message to them. I'm okay. I am okay.
And you can see this blanket around her, of like he's just laying this blanket around her, trying to comfort her. Because it's not just a broken heart; it's a shattered heart.
Yeah,
shattered. And it does feel like a mom's heart. So whoever this represents in his life that still would be here, that he is comforting, that would be a message to get to her for sure. He's trying all creative ways to let everybody know that he's
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
In fact, Debbie, he's taking credit for getting you here, getting you on here today. He's saying this is like his prompting you. So just know that he's trying. You're right. He's trying to get the message through that he is okay. Also, that this was not that although this was a tragedy, it really was it was his time to go. He's making it clear that this was not that it was his time, even though it's quick and he's saying that he's saying this was something that it was in his contract, basically. He couldn't have withstood a long illness or anything like that where he had to say goodbye to people and do that kind of thing. He was very much like, to me, it's like it would have been too hard for him to do something like that where he had to say goodbye to people and stuff like that. He couldn't have done it. This is the way that it was in his contract. He knew that he couldn't do it. So, and I know that's hard to hear and hard to understand, but he's making it so clear that this was his planned exit. Let's put it that way. Okay.
And he wants everybody to really release any type of having to lay the blame on anybody. Try to release that energy out because it'll just hurt you. And to try to release any type of blame or what if, or if stop trying to change the story because that only hurts you and prolongs pain. He really wants people to kind of surrender that message. We are sending.
I was just gonna say one of his kids is
Okay.
He's saying does music as well. It's like they're like me. Something about that. So just wanted to throw that out there.
So that's a good sign that he is still watching and going to be a part of really guiding and opening doors for his kids.
Yeah.
And being there. That's incredible. Debbie, we are sending the family and you lots of light and love and healing. And thank you for your cousin. What a beautiful soul. His son. She said his son is
Yeah. He knows. Just know that they don't go anywhere. They really are so clued into what we're doing, what's happening. Yeah. Keep talking to him. He just said, keep talking to him.
Yeah.
He's hearing you. Keep talking to him.
And that could be part of what he was showing me at the beginning of he's like this, he's listening, so he's really intently listening. Yeah. You're welcome, Debbie. Hugging you. Okay. So we have Kevin, message from Spirit. I'm sensing. I feel, Kevin, that you are working on this, and but you have to be purposed about it, but not getting stuck in like a downward spiral. And they keep showing me. This is metaphor. It doesn't mean this is what you're doing, but like sitting on the couch, kind of feeling a little defeated, trying to stay out of that defeatism. When you start feeling yourself spiraling, they're asking you to be purposed about getting yourself in a different direction. Did you have something totally separate?
Yeah, I was just thinking about that because I was just thinking that what I was about to say is kind of I'm sure that it's related, but Kevin, I feel like your spirit guides, I always say spirit guides, but are saying that you think way too much. You overanalyze stuff. You need to let go of things. You need to let go of stuff, particularly if you feel like you've made a mistake. There's something about that going back and like trying to, it's almost like punishing yourself, and you need to, they're just saying like you think too much. Try to slow down that thinking process and kind of observe your own thinking, because there's something about it, like you were saying, Debbie, about this kind of spiral where it will start one place and will kind of just go to a negative place. And so they're saying try to at least be aware of when that happens, because that's the first step in changing it, is just being aware that I start thinking about, I'm TV, and then I think, oh, I watch too much TV, and then it's like, oh, I should get off, I should go and do this or whatever. It's that spiral thinking. It goes down. So they're just saying, like, try to observe it, watch it, and then change it.
Yes.
Just being aware of it will help you so much when that happens, and just stopping it and saying, okay, I'm doing it again, stop it. But they're very aware that that you just think too much. So
you get all up in there.
Too much, but
it's hard not to. We all on the same page with you, Kevin. Oh, but yeah. So, but this is, they really want you to be purposed about not falling into that, and really kind of manifesting and seeing from that new perspective, like Kim and I are saying, don't fall into that trap, and be purposed about stepping into a new type of vision, or even if it's like a quote that you need to put on the refrigerator or something, anything to just kind of pull you out of that spiral. And because I do see that you are moving into calmer waters, okay? And look at the new adventure is coming forth. So keep your eyes on this. So when you start feeling the spiral, know that this is stepping in. The universe wants your highest and best good. I know that it's hard to see in the moment right now, and you're having a hard time celebrating that. And like Kim said, it gets all up in your head there, but it is coming. A new opportunity, is coming, and you will be back up again. But take this opportunity instead of doing this, and just really opening it up to learning and growing in different areas. Just try to take that energy and invest it in something that will be positive and growth for you.
I have to say this too, Kevin. There's somebody, just so you know, in spirit trying to get your attention. I feel like it's coming in numbers, like sequences of numbers. There's something about this. So just, I don't know if this is something that you're noticing or you're not noticing, but they are saying they're trying to reach you. Just to it is almost like to kind of pull you out of your head, like to make you present. So if you've noticed this, great. Listen to them. This feels like some definitely male, definitely about like father, grandfather, something like that. So, and the reason I'm kind of like something like that, I'm not used to doing this like so quickly, on the fly. Usually with a read, when I'm doing a reading, I'll kind of dig into more, but I'll get it. But right now I can just tell you it's above you, like grandfather, father, grandfather, great grandfather, somebody in that line. So, but they're really trying to, because they were the same way. They're saying they were the same way. So they're trying to get your attention. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like you get in this, it's almost like you're in this reverie, and as soon as you see like the number sequence or whatever, it snaps you out. Take that opportunity then to be purposed about refocusing.
Right.
That's awesome. I love that. Well, Kevin, we're sending you lots of light and love and hugs as you journey through this short period of time. This too will pass. Yeah. So, and also, these are little mini reads, and, it's just trying to, a beautiful time to try to give back a little and be part of the community and stuff. But if you guys, if it sparks anything and anybody wants a more personalized, in-depth reading, please reach out to Kim. Please reach out to me. All right. So Connie, do you see a move to New Mexico in 2021 and a new job? I'll let you go first, Kim, on this one, because I've done this reading with her before. So see if the energies have changed or if something new is open.
And I just want to say hi, Tina Pruitt. I did see you. I just didn't so in the middle of that. Okay, so
I missed it.
All right. This is weird because I feel like it's like this has been like a thing for a while. Like wanting this to pan out for a while. I feel like this has been like thinking about this for a long time. And I feel like
No, Connie, I think it's good that you asked it. Energies change and shift. It's okay.
it's weird because I feel like I don't feel like finding a place to live is going to be difficult. It's the job. I don't know do you know what she does?
She's a teacher, and I feel like she was possibly looking to get into administration, but I'm not sure. Am I right, Connie? Let me know.
Because I feel like there's the job search is kind of like it's kind of narrow, and I feel like if you kind of were more flexible, it would happen sooner. Because where you start, it's funny because where you start in your job, I feel like you move move up, or you move, like you're not there very long.
English teacher.
Your position changes.
Middle school English teacher.
Okay, because it seems very kind of narrow, but I feel like just get in, because once you get in, you'll go to the right position. It's almost like if you want to be CEO but you enter as a secretary, it's kind of like just get in, because that will start this kind of it will start the ball rolling. I feel like there's it may take more time than you want if you wait for that perfect position. If you want it to happen sooner, broaden your search a little bit and just kind of get in there. But it's up to you. It really is we have free will, so we can do stuff the way we want to do it. And if you want to wait for the perfect position or for that right position, and start there, because I feel like whether you enter at a lower level or a different level, you'll move to the right position eventually. But it really is when, how soon you want this to happen. I just think it may take a little more time if you wait for the perfect position. So if you're willing to do that, then do that.
Yeah. And I feel too, I know this is kind of how you're feeling. I feel like you're right in here. Let me try to get all these in so you can see them. You have the Queen of Swords in reverse, and the Three of Wands, and then the Page of Pentacles in reverse. And this is really exactly kind of where you're feeling, I feel. It's like you have this planning, you've put it out there, desiring. So I feel like you're doing the right things. But with these two on the either side of that, it's you're feeling a lack of progress there. And like Kim said, it's like it's almost like you have this idea that you want to get in, at a certain, but you need to be more open about it. Be more open to just getting in, and then waiting for, then moving into the position that you wanted to go for, because you don't want to waste your talents. This is talking about that. This is like wasting time or talents like that. And so you might be in fear of that, but to be more open, if you want this move to happen, it's almost like be open to whatever position. And then once you're in, you know, going from there. Also waiting, this is in the challenge. The world's in the challenge spot. So waiting for a lot of that to shift as well. And, but I do see, you know, in the future, I see good things here with the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, so an offer coming in, and the Magician. So manifesting all that, bringing it in, you have all the tools. You might be overqualified for whatever position you get in, but just get in and then they'll see that and things will happen for you. So, yep. As the story continues at the bottom of the deck, you have the High Priestess. So bringing it all in, connecting, making that connection, and then the Empress being in the right place and just watching it grow and come forth. So I don't, you know, in between the reading that I remember doing, I feel like the energy is still similar. But I like, Kim, what you brought forth is kind of like that was an important message that came through for you today, Connie, is that to be open to whatever position. Don't, you know, if you want to step in and be a vice principal or something, kind of let that go for now. Just get in.
If you want it sooner. If you want it sooner, if you're like, I'm anxious to get there, and because once you're there, I feel like it's just a matter of time. You'll move into the position you want. That's what you're meant to do. So it's okay. But sometimes to move things along, just broaden your search a little bit and get out there.
Yeah.
I actually think you're gonna really like it. I mean, I think eventually when things like get settled and everything, you're really, really going to like it. So I think it will be a really good move, actually. So
yeah. And I feel good about it too. Connie, blessings to you. Yeah. I'm keeping track of all this, Kim, to share with you. So thank you, Connie.
Hey, guys.
She said, I saw a parent educator job that I thought about. I'll apply for that one.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Sending you lots of love and hugs, Connie. Okay, so we have Book Bewitched here. Eclipse, solar flares, new moon, and then on the 21st, the age of Aquarius setting in. What can we do to feel the most impact from all of this? So what can you do with the impact of all of it? How can we learn? Is that the question? Like, how do we deal with all this energy and movement?
So this is when it gets interesting for me, because I don't know anything about any of this stuff. So I just let my guys just say, and it will mean nothing to me, but it might mean something to you guys.
I love it.
So, there's something about, and I don't know, but you can tell me if this is correct, because there's something about using during this time, when all this stuff is happening, it's something about using meditations that have to do with like tones, like what I'm hearing is like singing bowls and things like that, and like matching it with like chakras, matching it with like the root chakra, it's almost like that stirs something up that kind of opens us up or something, or it makes us like more sensitive to what's going on. Does that make sense?
It absolutely does, and I got the chilly because I just
I don't know anything about like chakra.
It's almost like it's like coming from the mouths of babes. I love it, and I just got the chilies. That's exactly truth, you guys. What Kim is bringing forth for all of us. We all should take this in as we adjust and move forward through all the eclipses and the solar flares and the new moon, and then the age of Aquarius coming in on the 21st. To really, if we don't have singing bowls, or if we don't have like, things that can just bring us into that, tone us in or whatever, bring in some of that music, bring in some of that just meditative, soft music. Just have it playing. Hi, Rolande.
There's something about like long tones, like things that ring out.
Yes.
So whether it's like, the harp or, things that like have tones that ring out, there's something about that.
Yeah. And you listen to those tones that ring out, and it just automatically will, like, even just, doing like this. So it'll ring, and then all of a sudden it just starts to fade, but it literally balances out your tone, your own vibration tones and like that, because you're listening to it fading out for a long time. Like this is still going, but yeah, anything sounds like that. But if you don't have access to that, you do have access to your phone. You're listening, you're watching us on your phone, or you're watching us on your computer. Find some of that type of sound bowl music, or any type of YouTube has them. Be intentional about that. I think, being intentional, taking time and being intentional, take time out of your day, and listen to something like that to just kind of bring that in for you. And when you start feeling unrested, do it.
It's interesting too that you keep going like this, and it is something about bringing us into kind of what's happening out here.
Yes.
There's something about that ringing out of tones that helps that, and then there's also something about matching chakras. I don't know anything about chakras, but something about that. With that, it's like there's something with those two things together with what's going on. It's like it connects us to it. And so it's just more impactful, I guess, more,
Yeah, it really keeps you in alignment, because we can get really off balance with all the stuff. We can be pulled, and depending on our own filters and our own life experience, it could be affecting your heart chakra, and that needs to take some time to balance back out. Or it could be in your solar plate, whatever your life experiences and your filters that you filter life through because of your life experiences, it could be affecting one thing or another. And what Kim is saying is we want to keep this aligned during this time, and that will help you the most. I love it.
I'm not saying it. I don't know what I was talking about.
That's why I love it. Hearing it.
Like, let it through. Yeah, it's like when I talk about medical things in a private reading, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna let them do the talking. I have no idea.
Exactly. That makes it the message even stronger.
No, I don't filter at that point, not at all.
That's fully stepping into your process and trusting. Did you guys all learn that just now from Kim? Stepping into her, she doesn't know, and she just stepped, and she believed, and she trusted, and that's kind of what we're all called to do when you're moving in this stuff. It's just trust the messages that are coming in.
Right.
You were just a living example of the. I love it. Yeah, I'm not a well-versed either in all these things. My daughter is, but so I get all my information from her.
Okay, yeah.
So I have a little bit of knowledge, but I'm definitely not the expert.
Awesome. Yeah,
right.
Ronald says chakra open and harmony. I think that's a great way to put it. To you're bringing harmony between you and what's happening. That's a great way to look at it.
Yes. So beautiful. Yeah. And thank you for your question. And I think we all needed to hear that that message. Beautiful. Oh, here's her channel if you want to write it down. Divine Light 333.
Okay. Divine Light. Three. Okay.
All right. Thank you for posting that. Okay. Tasha Brown, messages from my guides.
Brown. So, Tasha, the first thing that I'm getting is about something about forgiveness. There's something about some forgiving that needs to be done. I don't know if it's forgiving yourself or it's forgiving someone else, but right away, I just heard to me, it feels like something that might be blocking stuff you're trying to do or work you're trying to do. So that's the first thing. It's just something about forgiving. It's like it's in neon. I mean, it really is very strong. So there's something about that. It's one of the hardest things to do, but it can also be a major when we do let go of things, forgive things. It can unblock a lot of stuff. It can really help us to kind of jump forward in a big way. Suddenly everything's unblocked. So that's one thing that's coming through for me loud and clear.
Yeah, I was seeing when I first stepped into it, I was seeing like you kind of revisiting some past things. And this is a metaphor that I was seeing you pulling things that have been in a box that you've been holding in this box, and you're pulling them out and looking at them. So you're revisiting that. And what are you doing with that information at this point? Are you bringing in forgiveness? Are you bringing in that alignment and that love for yourself, and also which equals forgiveness at some level, like you were saying, Kim. So that's what I was saying. I'm gonna finish throwing these cards.
And you need to be and Tasha, your guides are like you're doing a good job. You want to be a good person and you're doing a good job. Don't be hard on yourself. Don't think you need to do more than you are able to do. Just honestly, I just feel like they love you and they want you to know you're doing a great job. Don't be hard on yourself. But there is something about forgiveness, and maybe it could be you that you need to forgive yourself over some things you've done or not done or whatever. But there is a really strong emphasis on forgiveness and to be easier on yourself. You're doing a great job. You're doing a good job at living. So you're okay.
Okay, so I threw some cards, and I absolutely love them. I love when the cards throw down and they match exactly what we've been saying, what was brought forth. it just kind
Such
of backs
a good
it up.
person. Yeah.
And so let me show. So this is showing that kind of visiting some stuff from the past, which is coming out. But in this manner, it's almost a gift. It's almost like this is an opportunity, a gift for you to do this work, clean out this box, and surrender what you need to surrender. And again, coming back to forgiveness, that I don't want that to bring any fear or kind of a wall going up, because really that's a gift to you when you forgive. And it doesn't mean you're opening the door to allow any of that stuff to go back in the box. It's a surrender. It's a rising above. It's a seeing a higher picture of our human experience, right? And then 2 major arcana in a row, which means a lot. So you have the Magician and the Lovers coming in. And that's really making that mature emotional choice for yourself. Connecting deep and that deeper love and understanding of self right there. And you have all the tools to do that, to really look and rewrite your story as you take some of the stuff out of that box, right? And I just love this. The Queen of Pentacles there, and that's you. After you've done the work and you're sitting there, after you've done the work, grounded, a deeper understanding. This is a very wise old soul with that deeper understanding. And she, very practical with all her feelings, and again, bringing in that understanding. I keep getting stuck on that. She's also very grounded. So I feel like you're going to be really brought in going through this experience. That alignment, I'm just seeing that alignment come in as you get through this box. So I feel like there's so much more behind this card, and I'm just trying to connect. So to hear more of that. You can do this yourself, is what I'm hearing. This is a journey, that you can do on your own, and you're doing it. And like Kim said, don't be hard on yourself. You're doing it. You can't get any better cards than this for this journey of surrender and release and forgiveness. And it's a big box. Yeah. You got this. You can do it, Tasha. You obviously can. You're the magician here. You have everything you need to get through this box. Don't let it be. Don't let it overwhelm you. One book at a time you're pulling out. Right? So we are sending you love and light and big hugs. Yeah, forgiveness is a big deal.
It is. And I always think, when people talk about forgiveness, especially if you feel you've been wronged in some way, You feel
injustice.
it's a hard thing to do because you feel like you're letting them off the hook in some way. And you're not doing it for them. You're doing it for you.
Exactly.
You're releasing yourself from any painful, emotions and painful memories and things like that. You really are releasing yourself. They'll have to go and deal with, whatever. They're going to have to, answer for their own stuff. But when you can forgive, it is like taking a weight off of yourself immediately. You're doing it for you.
Exactly. Exactly. That's a good message for all of us, guys. Blessings to you, Tasha. All right, James. Is January 2021 the month I manifest results and am finally with Kita? I kind of see a different path, but I'm seeing, like the crossroads. I'm seeing this path. I feel like there's different paths.
James, who is Kita? Can you just tell us who that is, or who that's reference? Is it a person? Is it, if you're there? I'm sorry. I have to understand the question better, and then I can answer you.
Oh, no, absolutely. I totally get that. Yeah.
I'm like, what?
I think Kita is a person.
Okay. Kita is a person.
I don't know. I mean, that's what I think. A woman. Yeah, he's saying a woman I want to be with.
The woman I want to be with. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So James, and I think this might be tying in to Debbie, what you're talking about. Manifesting, when you manifest to be with people, that it can happen. That can happen. That can be the hard thing is that as people, we all have our own free will. So your manifesting can't override someone's free will. And so I would say revisit how you're trying to manifest this, because I feel like something is off. So in something like that, like I just want to manifest being with this person, you need to manifest things that you have control over personally, that you can't override someone's free will, right? So you have to manifest in a way that is over things that can come to you that aren't that are in someone in your control and in your own kind of your own personal free will, your own personal will. And so you might manifest more manifest more opportunities to run into this person, or more opportunities to be available to this person, more opportunities to prove your love to this person. So manifest those kinds of ways, because that will you want to draw the person kind of closer to you and allow them to be able to put them in a position where they can see who you truly are and how your feelings, are, how you feel, and then let them make the decision. But they have their free will. So just revisit how you've manifested this, because I think that Debbie's right. I think that's why you're seeing the crossroad, the split, because I feel like the way you have manifested this or tried to manifest it, there's something a little bit off. So just readjust it. And, absolutely, this is, we constantly, manifest relationships for ourselves. But really what we're doing is we're manifesting the opportunity for the relationship. Exactly. You can't force a relationship to have, but you can manifest the opportunity. Okay. So maybe readjust how you've manifested this. And, yeah. What did that say? I have to manifest her.
So, and I'm going to back everything you said with the cards too that are coming out. This is the challenge for you, and this is the Emperor. And first of all, I want to say, out of a 5-card throw, you got 3 major arcana, which means this is on a higher spiritual level. This message for you, like this something that you need to learn. Oh, she isn't real yet. Okay.
She isn't really. Okay. So you're manifesting from scratch.
From scratch. So then this is all about how you're doing that. So this is the challenge here with the Emperor. It's like you're putting too much control into it. Like, it's important to be a little bit more open to spirit, bringing that in. As far as you're manifesting, don't take so much control here, and leave out logic, leave out those things, and surrender more to allowing spirit to open these doors for you. So when you throw that up, this talks about and there's some shadows there, right? And you're going after shadows that don't exist in this. So be more open. Don't go after shadows that don't exist. Be open to what Spirit's bringing in. And it will come. The center of this reading is Ace of Cups. So new love will be coming in for you, but don't try to control it. You like dream this person up, you visualize, you're like, this is who they are, what they're going to look like, and like that. You can't do that. Don't be in control of that. So you're going after shadow, because there's no one that exists exactly like that. Be more open. And that level.
And there's something about what you want to do is manifest the opportunity to have this person come to, or manifest the opportunity to be with this person or to meet this person. Even when because you're right, Debbie, because when you're dreaming up a person, they don't have a bunch of flaws. Right. They're perfect. So this person who is good for you is out there and probably has all of these qualities that you want, but they're also going to have their own free will, and they're also going to have things you didn't expect, so you're right. You're going to have to relinquish some control and manifest the right thing, the opportunity to meet this person, the opportunity to have this person cross your path, to know them when they come, those kind of things you want to manifest. Yeah, I mean, manifesting, it's one of those things that it's kind of like it's I think it's misunderstood a lot, you know. It is kind of like you think of it as kind of just wishing stuff. And it's a little bit different than that. It's more complicated because people are complicated, you know, and I wish it were that easy that you could just snap your fingers, but it takes time. It takes more time than I think a lot of people think it does. And it also takes a way of asking or you need to manifest in the right way, the right thing. It's tricky. It's trickier than I think people think.
Yeah.
There's a lot of steps involved.
And a lot of it has to do too with when you see yourself in a connection, you know, in this beautiful connection, what does it feel like? And stepping into that feeling of it as well. So it's not all about the details. It's about the feeling as well. It moves energy that way. But like Kim said, there's a lot of little different steps to it. I mean, and, you know, it's not about focusing either on what you don't want. And what you do, and if you put a list of what you do want, it's not like blonde hair, brown, you know, like that. It's not lists like that. The list would be more like someone who's aligned with my vibrational level or my spiritual desire, my spiritual, that we connect on a spiritual level. You know what I mean? Like it's more open. Does that make sense? Than making a specific detailed wishes, especially the wording. I have been thinking through my wishes and especially the wording. I have been having dreams of me with her lately. Yeah, well, it's coming in. You got the Ace of Cups, but you just need to be more. Don't try to control it. All right.
And when you start to have dreams like that, just so you know, James, that is it is your guides preparing you. So just know that this is around the corner. Once you start having dreams like that, I feel like it is like your guides preparing you. I had dreams like that about my husband that I'm with now, and I was married to someone else at the time, so that was very strange.
Yeah.
I knew there was something to it, but it was preparing me for this other person. It was getting my mind ready and my getting me thinking in a different way that this person's going to come into my life. So just know, James, that is a sign. So you adjust a little bit. I just feel like there's something about the way that you're manifesting that's a little bit, I don't know. And I think maybe you're right, Debbie, about it's almost like you're matching your vibration to what you want rather than where you are right now. So I think that's a perfect thing to do, is to imagine the feeling of when you're together, or even going back into that feeling in the dream state when you're together. Matching that vibrationally, I think will pull you to her even quicker.
That's very tangible, is to really what did it feel like in your dream, and match your vibration to that. Yeah, I love that. Anyway, so blessings to you, James. And we are sending you light and love as this new love comes in. I love it. And we did take a little longer on that one because I think that message is good for a lot of people as far as manifesting. So that's why it was kind of.
Yeah.
Pam Pierce. Okay. Message from my grandmother.
Pam, do you have something of your grandmother's? I feel like there's there's something tangible you have of hers.
I'm seeing some, Pam, and I see that you're in the chat, so that's good. So we need you to kind of be right on board to keep this energy flow strong. Thank you, James. You too. So, because I have someone coming in here, and let me know if this is your grandmother, but she's not. She's not dressed like a typical. Oh, you have her letters. Yeah.
Because I knew it wasn't jewelry or something. It was something different. It was just tangible. Thank you.
And she's not dressed like like I would typically see a grandmother coming in. It's almost like she's wearing some kind of like a vest you'd wear if you were going on safari. It has all these little pockets in it and like that, but working on something. But usually I get grandmas, they come in, they're cooking or they're doing something, more like that, or writing letters or something like this. She doesn't have the traditional feel as a grandmother, so that might be the message coming in. Would this be one of your grandmothers? They're just not really, they don't have that traditional grandma feel to them. I want to make sure I have the right grandmother with the right person. Sometimes other people's grandmas come in.
Oh yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that. That makes sense. Way.
Yeah, that's why I like
that. Would happen when there's so many people. I didn't think of that.
And then I get, they're like, oh, that's my grandmother.
Yeah, there's something unconventional about her. Not a typical grandma.
So she was totally traditional. Okay, so
she was totally traditional.
Yeah. So this is somebody else's grandma. That's why I was. It could be a fishing vest or military. Yeah, that could be.
No, this feels like. Oh, sorry. This feels like a very cool grandma.
Yeah, this is
very unconventional.
This is that's why I was like,
so weird.
Grandmother.
Whose grandma is this?
Whose grandma is this? Who would be wearing a vest like this?
Well, and also, I feel like this grandma that we have is would have believed in all of this stuff and was kind of just kind of cool.
Yeah, very cool grandmother. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Pam. We've been hijacked.
we've been hijacked.
Oh my gosh.
Does anybody recognize this grandmother? Oh, Pam is the cool grandma.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
And so your grandma is showing us you, a new age grandma. Yeah, totally. Okay. Interesting. That makes sense because, because you got the letters. I mean, you got the letters of being so.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be. All right. So why should she? I feel okay because truly she might have been a traditional grandmother, but she's connected to you. She's connected to you because she may have hidden that part of her because of the way things were, because somehow she's connecting that whole story. Does that make sense?
Someone says, is it Thelma? My grandma was a traveler and a golfer.
Oh. Okay, because All right. This is what happens when we open up to the other side. So Pam, we will try to connect there, but I'm kind of feeling this. But are you sensing anything, Kim?
I'm going to go out on a limb, and I think it might be this. I think it might be this grandma.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel it too.
I'm sure you are a cool grandma, Pam.
Yeah.
But I do feel like it's this woman. Was she a little bit? Would she be the type to kind of jump in and just start kind of jump in where she could? Because I feel like to me, she feels very strong. She feels like I mean, she jumped right in there.
So Pam, and she has a picture in her room right now. Currently, I know Linda is saying that she has a picture in her room of her. And also, Pam, we will come back to you. Because this grandma would not be hiding who she would be really upfront about it. Because she said, my grandma we found hidden beer cans. And I do feel that.
Oh, she loved attention. Yeah. See, this is the one. This is the
one.
Yeah.
And she really did. She really did like being pushing the edges.
And she really was like really like lived every moment. She was to me, she feels like she was very like, really did not take life for granted, really did what she wanted to do. And she doesn't feel traditional. She just feels like a really cool, I mean, not that traditional people aren't cool, but she just feels like she's kind of like more modern and more, kind of knows what's going on, now. And
definitely brings in that spirit. Definitely was not afraid to speak truth the way she saw it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What a beautiful, she was a trailblazer. I was trying to figure out the word because it's not trendsetter, but because I'm seeing like a trail being cut, a trailblazer. Like her energy helped women in general. Even if she didn't know it, she just was part of that energy movement.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like she appears, or she feels much younger than she. To me, I feel like as soon as she passed, it was like I'm young again. I'm going to be young again. That kind of thing. Because she doesn't come across. I know she's a grandmother, but she doesn't come across like she looks like a grandmother, or her energy feels very young.
Yeah. Yeah. I love how she goes at life. Like she would never put off any type of energy. Like, I have to sit on the couch and rock. None of that, and would have youthful conversations. Like she seems
right.
She wouldn't be shocked by anything you say.
Yeah.
Like, so she's so proud of you. It's so funny. I'm trying to. She's calling you a name. She's not calling you names. I don't know if there's some kind of nickname or something, and I can't get it. But she's just saying she's so proud of you. She says you're a warrior, and Yeah, she's saying that you're a warrior. Do you have children? Yes. And you're raising little warriors, or they might not be little now, but you raised warriors, or you're raising warriors. Um, it's like she's saying you're doing good as far as allowing them to and raising them to be strong, but allowing them to be themselves, 2 sons. This feminine shift in the world is hard on the boys. Because they're trying to figure out, okay, where do I fit? Yeah, young adults. Yeah, that's what I'm sensing. And but still being able to guide them in their strengths. So yeah, and she's with you all, of course, and she's still helping this movement, or this power, this trailblazing energy. She's still doing it on the other side, and she is definitely guiding you and with you. There's a connection. There's almost like a soulmate connection between you and her. Thanks for hanging out with us, Susan. Blessings to you. Yes, and loving. Perfect. Power of love. Beautiful. Well, I know, Linda, you weren't on the list, but your grandma said I'm coming through anyways, and that makes sense to who she is. I love it. Kim, do you have any more messages from her? Or
I actually, I wanted to, if it's okay, I wanted to go back to Pam and ask her if her grandmother, because I have a grandma, all the grandmas are coming through, but I have a grandma that loved the holidays that's coming through. And I just wanted to know if that might be Pam's.
Yeah. So Pam, come back on, and we will switch right.
I'm glad we got to connect with the I know Linda's. That's exciting when they do. That's really sweet.
So Pam,
I just have a nice lady. She's just saying she loved the holidays. She likes the holidays.
Says yes. Yep.
Okay. And you know what's interesting, Pam, is I feel like your grandmother is such a sweet lady. She let this lady go in front of her. I feel like she let her go in and do this. I feel like she must have been extremely selfless, because I feel like she let her in.
I do. No doubt.
Yeah, I got like chills. Yeah, I feel like she kind of just let her come in and say hello, because she wasn't going to get a chance. But this lady feels very sweet. She's like, she loved the holidays. She liked to decorate.
Yeah.
I can even see like a traditional apron, and usually like an apron like that you wear when you cook. And
I also see her having, I can see her just pulling all the kids around to, help out, doing like whatever, the cookies or the Easter eggs or whatever, gathering everybody around. She loved that involvement, having it all involved, and that family feel to her.
Yeah. She seemed very organized, but she seemed like okay with like chaos didn't bother her. Like she was an organized lady, but chaos she was okay with it, she was okay with the craziness, she was just like a really sweet, loving lady.
And loved the chaos. Loved
in a
even
weird way,
like you said, she had everything in its place, but she loved that life that it brought.
Yeah.
Very into that memory feeling, that nostalgic feeling,
Mm-hmm.
and passing that on to others. So when you do, like, if you do Christmas or if you do Easter or whatever your traditions are, that you would remember her and what she brought into it, and she wanted you just to have that loving, everything is all right feeling, and that you were loved.
I'm also seeing lots of knickknacks, like figurines and like things like that. Like I feel like I don't know if these are around her house or if she just liked things like that, but I feel like knick-knacky stuff. I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's, I guess it could be salt and pepper shakers, but there's something about things something match, and they're like figurines. They're like knickknacks is what I want to say. I'm a nurturer like her.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's a connection that you two have as well. It's like, you're
knickknacks for sure.
yeah. I love it. I also, get a sense that she was a giver, a helper, anybody in need, that she would be the first one creating meals to take to whoever needed it, that she would be that. She wants you to know that she is, Pam, that she's with you. I feel like there is a sense of, like, maybe you just recently or that you've felt alone in something, and she wants you to know that she's with you, and that that even though some things, that life can have challenges to it, Pam, that you might feel it a little, but you absolutely do grab to that glass is half full and look for being purposed about redirecting yourself. But she wants you to know that she's with you and guiding you. She's doing this on your back. That's continue that guidance. Grandma Day.
It's Grandma Day. I was talking about their grandmas.
Yay.
And she seems very because I feel like she would save stuff, and it would be like, I can't, like things meant a lot to her. If her kids would make something or she got something from grant, it's like she'd save everything. I feel like things were organized, but she'd want to save everything. She's very sentimental is what I want to say. She's very sentimental. She'd keep a lot of things that you think, oh, why would she keep this? But then it would mean something to her. So I feel like she's a very sentimental lady. I even see like kids' artwork and things like that. Just like,
yeah, that nostalgia feeling or whatever. I don't know. I don't know
yeah,
what else to say, but you're describing it perfectly.
yeah, yeah.
Anyways, Pam, I hope this was a blessing to you. It certainly was nice
And
to
I'm
meet
glad we
your
could connect with
grandmother.
her. I'm glad that we did that. And that
Yeah.
it was clearly her stepping out of the way. She
Yes.
just did a really sweet thing.
I love it. Very interesting. All right. We have, I think we have one more question. I feel like we have one more question. Hi, Linda. Hi, Debsy. Yeah, so Rochelle we have one more and it's Rochelle.
Okay.
So we're just waiting for that.
Asking for continued prayers and good vibes to find my old man Kitty.
Oh,
I'm sick
yes.
with worry. Okay.
We are sending
Right.
that out to you right now, Debsy.
Old man Kitty.
All right, there's Rochelle's question. Old man Kitty. Oh. All right. What doors do I have opening for me in 2021? Are you looking to move, Rochelle? Because I'm seeing the door. What doors? Of course, they show me a door opening and someone handing you a pair of keys, some keys. So I don't know if that's completely metaphor as far as the keys even, but that is what I'm seeing here. So something, keys represent, success and opportunity, something, a solution, a divine intervention, access to something new, but also if it's not metaphor, it could be literally something about a move. I could move, not happy in the gas lamp. Gas Up San Diego. I know that place very well. Okay, so possibly there's going to be a solution with moving. Need finances. So I am seeing a possible solution there.
So this is interesting because I'm and I'm sure it's connected to what you're saying, Debbie. But I'm with Rochelle. I keep feeling like everything's going to be moving up in 2021. I feel like you might get I don't know if you work, but if you're working, you might get a promotion or a raise, or you'll get a job where you make more money. There's everything. It feels like it's moving up. And so, and if you're saying like, I need finances to move, and if Debbie's seeing you're moving, that there, it could be that this is how this is going to happen, but there's something about it just feels like everything's raising for you in 2021. And I feel like it has to do with money. I feel like
an expansion. Like you're having an overall expansion this year, Rochelle. And not in your waist. But I do see expansion as well. Yeah.
And up, there's something about up. So maybe you're going to move north or something, because there's something about it's like everything's going up. But I do feel like it's on multi levels. It's like money. But it also could be even location. It could be that you're going north or something. But I just feel like everything's kind of moving up in 2021. I think it's actually going to be a really good year for you, Rochelle. For some reason, I just feel like there might be just some really, so I feel like there's going to be things happening this year that haven't happened for a while, or I'm sorry, 2021 that haven't happened for a while. I feel like there's going to be just like, it's like opportunities, but I also feel like there's luck. It's like you have good luck in 2021. There's something about that and moving up. Moving up.
I love it. I love it. Yeah.
It feels very positive though. And I don't know if it has been, but it does feel very positive. 2021 feels like a good year.
And with that key symbol coming in for you, that talks about that divine intervention coming in and an expansion or whatever in your life purpose. Things are going to be opened up for you, and the moving up, I like that.
And she said, I've grown a lot. And I think, keys can also be about like the keys to knowledge, being smarter about things, being wiser. That's always a good thing. That's always helpful when we've learned stuff and we can gain because of it,
Yeah, I do see some endings and beginnings here. I threw some cards. You have had some blocks, in abundance coming in. But with new things, you have the messenger, the sieve, and the clover. And that's that luck you were talking about. I feel like things are changing for you as you step into like maybe a new message or a new vibration or just new movement. And I feel like it's going to come quickly. And you have some endings and new contracts there, and like with that home. So I feel like there's going to be changes kind of encompassing, just like you said, Kim, just not just in one area. So a lot. So hold on to your seatbelt or whatever. I feel like it's almost like she's been built up to be prepared for this next year coming in.
Well, I was just going to say, it's so funny you say that, because I was thinking, I think it's Maya Angelou, I'm not sure, who says that luck is when opportunity meets preparation. And I feel like you're prepared now. There's something about, like you said, I've learned a lot, been through a lot. I feel like you're prepared now, so you're going to meet these opportunities, and that's where the luck is going to come.
Yeah. I'm excited for you, Rochelle, for these changes. I feel like, again, you've been prepared, you've been growing, and you're ready for this. So we are at 2 hours, Kim. Can you believe it? But it's been fun, right? Yeah, it's like gone. I just, it's such a blessing to hang out with this community and so forth, and learn and grow and get some encouragement and sometimes some direction or some enlightenment from spirit. So I want to say I'm grateful for all the loved ones who came through. I'm also grateful. Now I know that there's a lot more on the list that we didn't get to. And I apologize if I pulled people that out of order, but we will get to you next time. So make sure to push the bell so you know when we're on live again. And wow, Sunday, you guys, it's Sunday. So enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And remember to lead with love as we go out and about. And for support throughout the week, please don't hesitate to find us on Wayshowers on Facebook.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being patient with me. I'm new to this, so or doing it this way. It's really like, wow.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. The ebb and flow of messages coming through it's beautiful. They love you.
Thank you, Debbie.
So we are giving you guys all hugs and love, and we will see you all next time. Please take care of yourselves. And we're praying for Old Cat. What was the cat's name?
Old Kitty, Old Man Kitty.
Old Man Kitty.
Old Man Kitty.